ZZZ。
过了。
Test。123测试。
OK。
不抽卡欧表情符号大笑。
来，支援抽卡。
晚安。
来呢？要把这个全破了，接下来打刺客教条了。标题改一下。
欢迎来到索尔实况台，请多多跟主播聊天，若经济允许的话，也欢迎赞助主播，赞助连结如下，10分感谢。
标题忘记改了。破一破刚好，后面接刺客教条刚好，时间刚好，就没有什么空窗期了。之前是被藤蔓挡住的关系，所以下不来。这条坡走坡上去有点感觉有点熟悉，当初中间是挡住。引擎墙弹出去，他这个游戏最糟糕是他物理碰撞做得很差。物理碰撞是在某个奇怪的点，你会忽然被弹出去。物理碰撞真是做得很烂，最莫名其妙的地方。
We have waited so long.
哦，无法返回，所以就代表这个是最后面。
This is it, I guess. Feels very different from the last time I left Galawain's tusks. I will say, it's nice to look out and see Solace still standing. Thanks for that. Right, it's better than it.
Solace is still...
Just so you know, Kai, it's...
If you happen to need a
Not to spoil the moment with good news, but things have only gotten more tense since...
Especially when they're led by a woman who... Not to mention after we take...
I guess that's why you and Sapadal are due.
Can't say I'm too excited. I grew up learning
I hear ya.
Am I the only one who's looking for...
We have to remember... You have said...
I have a theory about the Sapadal...
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw...
Sanity won't get us through the garden. Before we go any further, you told the Inquisitor that you intend... For once,
I'm a soldier. She may be a monster, but she's not the only one the Living Lands has seen.
Sapadal caused the dream skirt, especially after seeing...
Think of what we could learn from...
Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living, no matter what the Inquisitor... Just one. Remember, there's no telling how long...
Not a chance. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till... What about you,
You're not going into... Yatsley. If you feel like...
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
Fair weather...
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp.
Well, let's go then. If you were in the Navy, does that mean you sang on ships?
一点，哇，差一点。对，那差一点就
Always. Helps pass the time, gives your work a rhythm.
用吧。
Why?
I heard you singing under your breath in the last fight. Then you were stabbing on beat.
走到底。这个进来就没退路了，而且应该也传不出去。我刚那边已经是算最后已经准备了。里面应该没有营地了，准备不了。华也是独立的地方。好像一个，可是这边拿宝箱哦，因为它后面是出去。不，你这边不能准备拿这个，你也。没地方用。 涉及举动相连语。爱人来信。
Tane was here?
高爆发！卡到进去。
See a better. You first. I'll be.
Don't look there.
也没办法用啊。这现在怎么开啊？我这边还是有换的机会，因为这边有幻象，有幻象变有幻象的人还是要解决。
A breath. The moon has. We know we won. We did not foresee this. An equal. The sky is. No, we must. We would whisper in the fields. Disturb the vengeance denied. We felt no disturbance. We speak of free. Wait now.
到方法。也不能勾起更多东西，刚好不是。哇，改掉了。行者盔甲，太重要。诶，就要同位的。那这个水不要看起来是一样的方向，可是不见不了。看起来。它是有效的，打在手中。 被植物征服，3个骷髅伙伴。
Or am I going mad? What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing. But worse. Why am I cursed to... Wanna know what I think? Whoever is responsible...
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
It's not just me, right? The plants are talking.
Oh my gods. They're alive. How? Where would I even begin?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You... heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
No, this can't be. What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity, so we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapadal destroyed my family.
被毁了。
I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer embraces death. And they were the best.
We are companions, toys, diversions. Sapadal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual, organic, much like the garden itself. Sapadal's work. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends, drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine. I don't hold you responsible. Your god has the intelligence of us. One final question, spirits. What is it you...
Not to be pedantic, but that...
We want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf.
They want to apologize. Azir said, damn it. Sapadal has been trapped here. When they heard the voice of a stranger, how can I hold that against you?
Thank you, Giada.
The time has come for you.
A garden.
Sapadal wishes to be understood. What you see is the truth. May the living...
Goodbye.
Give her space, dearie. Giada will speak more when she's ready.
线，可是找不到路的时候。开关在另一项，解不了。我这一项有解，另一项没解。底下这个有道解答。那就不应到。
I see the disciple has found his way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is...
You underestimate much. It is the downward gift.
Out.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Apparently, I must. The situation is worse than I perceived. Do you think you're special? With your god, do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fear... I have merely told...
It is true. She too.
In time, the gods felt the wretched power its madness would consume it. Chaos threatens us all. We will... A pity that it's... They were the poor godless. We could not excise... You dare claim... True leaders make choice...
Why does our prison not...
Listen to its tantrum. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of... Then they will keep a plan. But there is still time. You can succeed. Face your faults. Your soul, only you can... Very well, but I will not. You should have thought more carefully. Let this...
I never thought I'd learn of the Godless's fate from their killer.
That's it. From now on, I pray to no god.
Never had a chance. We've got company!
啊，盾也没用，好不好？ 么皮中。
That'll show 'em.
跳过去是有点困难。上面有东西也是没有管道上的。直关钥匙，去哪里升那种东西？直关钥匙，打我的这种东西。我的钥匙啊！不能强开的。没有就算，找不到。
Working maximum. It isn't written there, is it? Oh, big mistake!
我觉得。也没有钥匙。
What is that? I know that place, right? Oh no. No, no, no. Why is this? They're dead. Like it just happened. Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here. What I am now is much better than what I was becoming then. That much is certain.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again? Then for the god's sake, what is it? I am exhausted, Viate. I can't take much more of this.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
Good. And when he arrives here, he will have me to deal with. Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
I know.
It does. Closure. It means that you've always done.
So? What? Worse than Young?
I can't say.
We've both been through so much.
A fine way. I see it too. You've come a long way from that.
That was you, Nimdut. Look at my feet. Shoes. Kamayu.
Get out of...
Well, it was... good to see you. What just happened?
我靠！我要邪教，全部致死。野行者手套，暴菊率1%，我抠的呢，1%也敢。这都游戏最末期了，还给那么抠，真的是。
Subtle as a mouse. next? Anyone?
这边为什么可以有3个人打？有3个伙伴。马里乌斯。
Sorry, envoy. Let's talk about it back at camp, right?
马里乌斯忽然间就被谁打？啊，这里不是那个水吗？我那在这里。我这样就回去地了。原来在这里啊！想说，我找不到。打通那个路的，原来它是在后面。
杀你去！
哇，我也打不动。没有电。没有。
If one more plant speaks to us, I'm leaving.
我不知道跑哪去。对不到，这个已经开了，还有，真的。
This room, it looks just like Tama's. Tama. No. No. I dealt with this. We stood at his memorial together. What is this, Envoy? This is your God's prison, not mine. I can't tell. I can't focus on his face. His features keep blurring, changing. As long as we're both seeing the floating islands and the ghostly tree, I can't blame this on drugs. To be honest, that would be easier. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense? Then how come they look so unfamiliar? I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. His rigid jaw, the way his eyes crinkled at the corners. He was in pain, but trying to hide it. I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness, anger, heartbreak, stomachache. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decades before we'd met. He's almost a stranger. I'm not. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. But now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that. It means something's finally got through. You're right. It's like you said. I won't make that mistake again. And we've got far. I'm never. But you've made some tough calls. So whatever comes next. Now let's go find this god. When we reach them. True enough. Let's end this.
塔瓦不见了。我的电工被我收进去了，好像还在这。 边进来过，这边进来过，接下来要开山的。哇，钥匙又没了。开一个的时候还有2个，这边一个。这不最好枪脚是电的就好了，比较方便。
Couldn't have done it better.
枪不被贴。没，打到没有
Speed up. Not bad, old boy.
为什么没有？这是无敌的，是不是？
I was worried for a second.
打下去啥都没了。还有一个正好，然后开关。不对啊，就下一个点啊。 但这边有一个，不对啊，第2个点，它上一个点的开关呢？它有3个开关，找到2个，还有一个在哪里？ 动距离加倍，所以说可以冲比较远。这边应该就通刚没看那个门，没意外的话，就是刚看那个开关在背后的应该就在这里。对，毫不意外。毫不意外，就是一开始我找到假塔的，一开始没找到的路后面就全部找到了。
In its heyday, in its full splendor.
不行，大家都叫不动。上不去。上不去是有一点，那有条路吧？哦，不是那有条路。 这边
is
上的
happening
隐居也是简单多了。
as the affliction fester even here. It threatens our heart. We cannot fight this invasion alone. Hurry! Your presence relieves us.
看不懂是什么。知道。走。不要知道。要对局。
Watch your right.
对，眼光击不动。 超强兵，局的。我打到。哎呦！要出来啊！玻璃，还是有这个好处，超远距，但中弹点很窄，不是狙的远。 凶啊！我远远越输掉了。上面，先不还要算这个动手。水中豆都可以拿，更色。这里不游泳进来，我找不到。又要死！够了，早知道自己多存一点。哦，现在也出不去买了。山羊，无法避免。装备伤害。
We have been here. We were here all the yesterdays before. Scorpion venom, pain, then numbness. We feel no spark of the we cannot see it through their eyes. We slumber here, alone. The eagles, they took a tide of souls thrown upon the wheel. Now our memory, they came suddenly. The stillness of night split by grinding steel. We had no time. First, they blinded us. Then, they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. The Akita screamed. No. We saw a terror. They had carved a path. Burn the brush. We persisted. We were... Then, they toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze. Blossom torn from... The Akita howled. They died. We broke the earth. But they marched on. We grew... Weakened. They raised machines. We tried to... Then... Nothing. We floated in it. We reached out. We could not feel. The cities crumbled. Their cries. We watched until... We are the land. The wound numb. In the silence. How many voices we sink into... We are the... We speak, though we soils. You, oh, you let you stand. We twine.
50时持续恢复哦，危险的。要 remember。那左边这块还没有看到。
Get off me!
Let's finish this.
又是啥都捡不到。捡个东西他也要来打。怪物，好像。直接怎么往上？这里。 哦，这个不会跳不上来，不爽。上不去。
I think we've found Sapadal's home.
That's it. The heart of the garden. Sapadal's cage.
回头啊，对，在后面。行者靴子，闪避距离与虾死叠加死。好，下次越加越高。很险。这边也可以跳过去，这边很险。不打太多了吧？ 就把他送回去啊。不是。
Familiar. Let's go inside.
我从这里上来。 差点没看到摔下去。
This is the library from my dreams. This is the Akita building this place. Clearly, they wanted their story preserved, no matter the cost. I wonder who she was. She looks sad and Garlowain's gonads. Envoy, I never told you this, but I've dreamed of this place every night for most of my life. This is a godless library. An actual, real-life godless library. It's why I study the godless, because this place has haunted me since I was a child. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness. Envoy, we're in a pristine bit of godless architecture, one from my literal dreams. We're staying as long as we can. Finally, you've arrived. Ah, there it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Oh, though, you do look quite familiar.
The resemblance is uncanny.
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? A very fashionable one at that. No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a fool. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind.
Few can bear the mental and spiritual strain of an awakening. As often as not, it leads to madness.
Oh, darling, you know how I get around all the metaphysical talk.
That's why I'm here, remember?
I was the last of the Akita. Once the attack started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean the Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've heard. Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful. They tried to butcher every last one of us. Yes. There was little else I could do. I'm a scholar, not a fighter. A lesson I'm glad you learned. But how did the Magfolk reach you in here? They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the screeching of the Magfolk, I couldn't breathe. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that magfolk. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction. Poison? Well, at least you washed it down with some good wine.
无毒自杀。
Oh, you're just a barrel of fun, aren't you? Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history. But you... Someone must tell the story of the Akita. And there is no one else. I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do? Think about it, Yatsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatsley, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, will be forgotten. Just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her magfolk to choke the life from us. This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy? Oh, you're no help at all. Please. Glad to know I can... The chosen of Sapadal. Yet you do not... Our time is... Wait! I've nobody... And... Oh! Did you... Unfortunate. You... So this is good... She's gone. Forgive me, Envoy.
不左人家人生不行吗？让你自己决定。他自己决定这样不满了。所以说4个角色到后面都有专属的故事。
I never understand the Akitan love for Japanese.
奇怪，那应该很多人。这样。人品当的。 下面有宝箱，凹下去应该可以，要看图上。身上。切换。 野焰后山那个就很明显是火的，对吧？火的，不会后山那个。可是这游戏有火攻的，只是不是我先拿的，也不是没火攻。哦，刚看到这个就在这里，这怎么够了？你还是要绕一圈。应该是今天是最后一个营地了，然后跳这个东西出来，虽然我看不懂英文，应该是最后一个营地。点好，最后一个营再玩玩看啊。哦，3点。我要玩这个最后一个食谱，可以做一些比较强。
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited, scared, hungry.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Getting to see that vision of Tama. Now that we're here. I can't say...
I had a feeling you might have. I'm not sure I've really... I feel like... I'm completely...
I think so. Truthfully, I didn't come... Now, we're close to... So am I.
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope. Never literally talked to myself before either. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in. Thank you, dearie. And I wouldn't worry. We'll be fine.
You've listened to... You've been shipwrecked and you've had your soul poked. And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together.
You're very but we all know.
That actually made sense to me.
I'll take that as...
How about you, Envoy? What keeps you so stoic in the face?
I don't think it's court. When we... But then I saw how you handled that dream. And then you confront... Takes a special...
I didn't know much about you.
I remember your calm. You saved my city. I'll never forget.
You were my hero right away.
And now look at... Quite a lot.
Not raise the sails before the ink. If we make it out...
Just this one.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside...
Right.
Before we turn in for the...
Get some sleep. There'll be plenty of time for sleep.
Oh, Envoy. I don't think I have... A pretty sentiment, Envoy. I would appreciate something actually helpful. It's just... We already have a lot to take care of, don't we? We have a god and an empire both vying for our attention, and now I have this legacy forced on me. I was already unsure what to do, and now a third option appears like the world's worst surprise. But... it makes sense. My whole life has been about the godless in one way or another. It explains why I knew the language, why I felt so drawn to the ruins. I love the man, but he'll just be endlessly supportive, the fiend. And trying to send a letter when we're on the move like this? It's a struggle. It's not an answer I would have expected, but it's an answer. Now that I know, I kind of thought, well, honestly, I feel more full. Like a puzzle piece sliding right back into place. No matter what happens, even if my path doesn't lead to the library, I feel better than I have in ages. So am I. I think... For the first time in my life, I don't know what to do.
Congratulations, Yardsley. Now you're just like the rest of us.
No matter what, I've always known exactly what I want. But this is the first time I've had more options than time in the day. What do you think? I should have known better than to ask after last time. Thank you, Envoy. I've been agonizing over this for longer than I want to admit. Finally picking a destination makes the journey a lot easier. I'm sure Quilici would be relieved to know that I'll be back to make his life interesting again. And Envoy, thank you, truly. Now, let's go.
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak accident. An experiment gone awry. A mistake. And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Sapodal's. Generous? Perhaps. Until I knew the whole story, there was never anyone to blame. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her research and her wits, she found a god. When you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. But for the rest of us, it's unimaginable. No Animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me. I thought their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. I was wrong. Of course I can. But now, I can do them for the right reasons. One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand. And it's creepy, but wonderful. Perhaps, as long as no one gets in my way. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime, maybe more, but that's a small price to pay. Then again, who am I to interfere with an ecosystem that I barely understand? On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want, but there are too many variables to consider. What do you think? Of course you trust me. I'm brilliant. But we've been together long enough that I value your opinion. I have a lot of catching up to do, and plenty of room to grow. But I think you're right. So be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up to anyone's example. Animancy can be whatever I make of it. I knew they would be. And not just because some ancient plans told me so. Now I just have to decide which field of research to pursue. But no need to bore you with the details. I've only got one lifetime as Giada Castel, so I'd better make it count. Hey, you helped me through a very difficult time. I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you.
Giada's parents would be proud. And maybe a bit worried.
I must admit, I had my doubts about Solace. It was like a dungeon, except the wardens were the prisoners. You could have helped Kostya destroy the keep, but you left it standing. Why? I agree. A decision like this belongs to the community, not the ambitions of one man. Even if Solace isn't going anywhere, I think your arrival was a sign of changes to come. Wherever you go, you break people out of their habits. You banish the old ways. And its disadvantages. Someone is always watching you. Wherever that power comes from, whether it's your heritage or political status, it's a terrible burden. I don't envy you, but at least you keep things interesting. Not before I've done some reading. Let me get this straight. You spoke to the spirit of Nandru, a godlike, same as you. What did he say? Any advice? Any words of encouragement? Oh. I take it that wasn't what you expected. I should have seen this coming. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical, full of regret, and determined to make us all miserable. Thankfully, you're still alive. Fate is in your hands. What happened to Nandru was ages ago. Plenty of time to reconsider one's choices. No one is closer to Sapodal than you are. Nandru lost that privilege when he died, which means you alone can judge the god of the living lands. Your opinion is the one that counts. A caged animal lashes out at friend and foe alike. For what it's worth, I think you're going to be fine. No matter what you do about Sapodal, it can't get any worse. I wish I could say the same for the living lands. You too.
When you find Sapodal, I hope you tell him how much I love what they've done with this place. I'm a man of hidden depths. What's not to love about floating islands and a spectral tree? Besides, as divine prisons go, I can imagine much worse. Let's hope they don't have any nightmares while we're here. Judging from their outbursts at Mount Forja and Nakukubel, they're skewing towards the danger in that mix. Aha. I've heard that one before. Usually before a lot of tears, a lot of drinks, and a lot of, I should have known better. Still, you taught me that a person can grow beyond their flaws. Why wouldn't the same be true of a god? I hope you're right, because we are all in trouble if you're wrong. You know, if Sapodal were only a smuggler, assassin, or bandit, I'd be right there with you. But knowing they could end us all with a temper tantrum puts things in perspective. I guess we've all got our limits. And I don't envy you having to deal with the loose cannon of a god. But I envy even less the mess you're going to have if, I mean, when, we escape this place. Lucky thing your emperor sent his best representative as his envoy, right? You'll have your work cut out for you. And some days you wake up and the deck of your ship's covered in bird shit. You can clean it up or you can step it. A lot, especially when your Ambassador Heelguard hosted Ludwig. You may have averted the attack on Fjord, but this... And yeah, I know that's on the... Not when Heelguard banned the practice of... Oh. Ringram may have unleashed some powerful magic against... That doesn't look good for your people. And then there's talk. You might have saved the keep. They're gonna talk about why Mount Forge. You'd be surprised where people. Yeah, that looks real, fairly or not. And if I had to guess, I don't think he'll. If and when we get out of here, then you'll have to choose a side. Yeah. And if you make it back, you'll be the godlike Adiran who survived an assassination, treated with local leader. That's a powerful. I admire your print. Look, I've been there. I fought for Rauatai's and lost my stomach, but I will tell you now. I hope that's not what it comes down. I don't mean to burden you. Just know that whatever you choose. Anytime. Good night, on.
I came here to help you do whatever you're supposed to do with your god friend. Instead, I'm here talking to dead people. I think it did. He really did seem at peace, right? I imagine most encounters with dead old friends don't, go so well. I owe a lot of that to you, Envoy. You helped me be someone who could handle Sokka like that. Thank you. I will say, it's not really what I expected when I started tracking you and Kai back in Paradise. No, I was thinking more in terms of hunting for wild game and peeing on Kai to put the fires out. It's been a bit of a ride, Envoy. I feel like it's coming to an end. One way or another. I don't know. Maybe the unexpected isn't so bad after all. I never expected you and I would become friends. Quick note. If you tell any of the others I said that, I'll poison your drink. Anyway. Pleasant dreams. Envoy, you're probably here to see how I'm doing, yeah? Well, I'm doing great. I always knew my home would destroy itself from within. I just never thought I'd get a chance to stop it. Right. If you get any more sappy, I'll think you've turned into a tree. But enough of that. You have a lot to do, and I'm right behind you. I thought I'd feel different after dealing with Razvan. Somehow more at peace. There was this threat I didn't even know I was afraid of, and now it's gone. So why doesn't it all feel better now? I know. I'm not sure he ever could. But he was always there in my thoughts whether I knew it or not. Been dealing with this all my life. Someone starts acting strange, then clearly something terrible's about to happen. My people were in a cult. They believed what Razvan said. They died because he asked them to. But he wasn't behind every corner. He was stuck in a cave, babbling in mushrooms. Right. Thank you for... Anyway. Thanks for talking. Envoy, I've seen Mount Forja erupt before, but never like that. It's like it was angry, like it was screaming in pain. I don't know what really happened, but I assume Sapadal was involved. It's a lot to take in, Envoy. I haven't figured out what to think about any of it yet. Anyway. Until next time. Envoy, thank you for finding that amulet. It's such a small thing, but it helps. Yes, good ones even. My father singing to me. My mother smiling and carrying me on her back. There was a sense of purpose, I think. They all left Solace for a reason. They trusted Razvan. People began to act strange. My parents weren't around as much. Everyone started paying all their attention to Razvan. We all know what happened next. It was Razvan. He built up their trust and betrayed it all at once. I just wanted to thank you, Envoy. That's all. Anyway. If I must. Envoy? Blacked out at that Audra and the lava tubes beneath Solace. But it seemed different somehow. Right. I actually believe you. This is madness, Envoy. You spoke to the founder of Solace. I bet it was. You could finally complain to someone about all the face stuff. People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. And here you are, actually hearing from the man. Doesn't even really matter what he said if you ask me. There are hundreds of Pargrunan who'd give anything to hear Nandru's voice. Blessed day impressive is what that is. Envoy, what do you need? You too.
Hey, Gianna. How are you holding on after seeing those plans and people?
Well, I've seen things not intended for mortal eyes, and uncovered the dark truth of my family's downfall. But here I am. And how are you?
Don't worry about it. I just want to know how you're feeling.
I'm complicated. But at least I know what happened to my parents.
Knowing's one thing. Feeling okay about it's another.
Yes, that part could take a while.
As long as it doesn't turn into a ghost story, I'm here if you need to talk.
We're talking right now.
It won't be easy, but you have to let yourself feel it. All of it. Even the parts that hurt like a blessed day saltfly bite.
在此地。对啊，我要做东西。完全忘了我要做东西。
So those green people in the
点那个就是要做这个，有没有比较厉害的？对化石说水分加6。哦，其实一开始讲人多话就。20，但是啊，他后面应该改了。我看人家影片明明就写40啊，为什么现在20？看这里看他明明是40，改过了500度。 中毒是什么？故意让自己中毒的，太白痴了。150。哦，这猛，这让我当7个5个。150是有点夸张。
Garden. Those weren't your parents?
Just have to get past it.
Sapadal's prison, I think. What else could it be? Time to shut it down forever.
下那个快速，太多也是麻烦。 这个价值，对，重量，哇，根本找不到我要的东西。到底什么都找不到。我没有做到吗？哦，我没做到，怎么都没有？可是我发现我没有做到。耍白痴！奇怪，我这有做的，我一瓶都没有。最关键那个没做到。短点火枪手怎么会？这个没做到。哇，他们两个互相做，真冰凉。互相做掉了。有红老罗酒，老虎的酒。暖田火枪手就被那个跑掉了。卫星你是？这3个9，多久？ 那应该不会互卡吧？右边。没想到那个酒类互相制作就败光了。先打完再来引入这里啊。方法。 下面的东西都要，跟对没关系。再吃了一堆，然后为什么喝了也没有用呢？哦，不要切到。那时候还是没看开关在哪里，掉下去的时候什么没看到。正面继续看到了。看到这下面。下面也没什么太好的东西。我刚那边打那个网也是可以从上面去偷它。玩的应该是有大帝国。 因为他给这个枪也是不错的，高伤害攻压。糟糕！后门成功。再吃一点好了。失败了。有2个人。又是吃到2个，为什么他每次只吃2个啊？我心里还是2个。
That's done? Who's hungry?
每个都完毕。 条路可以下去。上去。拉进去。
You have come at last, after so long. You are so small, we questioned if you were real. Then steps, a voice, through armies and corrupted soil, you persevered. Now, you are here. The rot. We feel it festering and spreading. What is it but an extension of our pain? Your dream scourge will end when our suffering does. We were innocent once. We woke, and we wanted nothing but connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh. She begs for our blood. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. Blood on the tile. The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now we will not brook this. Not again. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time flows into itself. You can reach her. Will the garden to open, it will take you there. Breathe. Focus. Shape the essence with your hands. We were everything. What have we lost? What multitudes could we contain? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in forgotten hills. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to we trust you met death. You taught, give us peace. We want. Do you think we just. Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did? Yes, the time has. End our pain. Give us. Set clear the. We were so. We feel. We will grow. We.
有大量伤害，有点懵懂的，把全部举起来，都被砸下去。但是最终拿这代表什么用啊？最后打 BOSS。我们要打 BOSS 之后，用这个传理刀。
Your
刚过过去。
Andra's depths.
他从哪里出来啊？要塞。为什么天堂城的全部又不见了？
It's paradise.
Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aora could transport us so quickly, or so far. What happened to the living land started long ago, and we're going to finish it.
Are you seeing this? I don't think Paradise looked like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
Hey, at least you didn't let 6 years go by.
Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time, assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us. Those are more of your people's ships in the harbor, and steel Garrote banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Ringrim is here. Perhaps we'll get to see an...
I think I see Ellie.
The Blessed Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent.
If he didn't...
The steel Garrote have been itching.
Before we go,
I'm not sure.
it's a relief that time will tell.
After all this time...
We've cured the land, and we've even
Kin and God in...
We should take a look.
People seem to be...
等一下会出现分歧。
They marched in with no warning. Envoy, what does the Garrote... It's an out. They broke some They didn't think...
Right now?
If you're looking for survival...
How many?
I'm not sure. On the very...
We should move.
Envoy, wait! I took some supply...
有什么折扣吗？让他1万多，呀！
Snow? Why is there snow here? We meet again? And you, Yardsley. You're always a
oh, yes. Always a pleasure to see you, too.
Paradise burns. Thanks to Ludwine and the steel Garrote.
She must have come back to life.
It's remarkable how hard you Still, I do... Perhaps. A new god... Mostly, that more... I am interested... Mortal comfort. Goodbye. And yacht...
Oh...
promise we're safer in here. Envoy, you're back! We came running as soon as we saw the ships. I'm not very tough. Tazarak probably saved my life. I've never seen Zord
What happens in Dawnshore shall ripple across the living lands. Oh, Envoy. I don't know if Paradise burns. Yes.
What's the plan?
We will find a way to whatever the if Edir and future generations, only if that's it. Do the
How is Emerald?
Thriving on. My revenants were just getting. When I heard that. Like what? I'll keep them. Oh! Emerald's there is he. Indeed. Best.
Thank you, Alia. My compliments to the flock, as always.
We know you.
We held them up.
Fidelio sang for us. We must help him.
The Envoy. Is that you? Envoy, how did you...
It's great to see you.
You just appeared...
There.
Once word about Paradise reached...
That's not him.
Right. Forgive me. As much... I suppose...
Don't mince.
I just... It's going to be...
I hope you know what you...
Things moved fast while we were in the garden.
Envoy? Is it really you?
Mihala told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god?
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Nokutadek?
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak. It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened?
Finally, a ray of sunlight shines through the storm cloud.
I will not grovel at the Envoy's feet for solving a plague I am not convinced was real.
If you wardens ever bothered to pull your heads out of your asses, you wouldn't take such pride in your ignorance.
You know nothing of me or my people, you fucking pirate!
Warden Commander, look around you. Is this really the time?
We believe the Dream Scourge was a malady of the soul. How did you put an end to it, Envoy?
Well, you might not believe me, but I didn't want any of this to happen.
Yes, you said that. Are we supposed to just take you at your word?
It was Ludwine who called for the attack. She and her steel garrote laid siege to the city, shortly after you beat her to the garden.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking, just to be sure.
Well, she's seen better days, but you wouldn't know it judging by how she fights.
Ludwine's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves. So long as her
Then we destroy her fate? I have a theory about this.
Good.
It is not.
From what we can observe, Southern Paradise is in...
Is there not...
Given the state of our... We expect the people...
We brought as many hail in, but after the Dream Scourge, and we could spare...
Likewise, my wardens are still real. The keep was saved. Most of my men were...
Well, we can't agree on how...
Nobody wants...
So you let the Paradis militia... Even if the siege won't end. Precisely. The lawful settlement of a new Adiric, or the established. She could win with a godlike in her ranks. I'm afraid the laws, whatever compelled her. Remember, she has an obligation, and neither the Steel Garrote nor the queen that was look...
Because of victory here, the better quest...
Excuse me? She's a 7-foot-tall skeleton powered by her devotion to the goddess of retribution.
Sure.
Who else should I blame exactly?
You could start...
Ludwine's the muscle. I'm merely the person...
What good are you as a...
The Inquisitor was so convinced the Living Lands would... One people. What? I know. We are leading by example. We will do the same to...
Where was order and
My administration had nothing to do with Adiran rule and rule by the...
Spoken like a order and dignity.
You will...
What passes between Ludwine and her men, but if I had to... Your republics are hardly any different.
As you say.
The Inquisitor answers only to an attacking Paradis. She has dragged us all far beyond the... Ludwine agrees.
You can say what...
You think I like...
When I think...
I've answered your questions. Ludwine has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response. What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwine, you should know what you're fighting for. All of you must decide, together. But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Well,
Solas and her wardens
by grit and steel.
Fjord and her animancers.
We deserve this opportunity.
Fighting a battle together.
God, they made the right decision.
Finally, some...
On your head. That leaves the matter of Ludwine and the Steel Garrote. You must kill her, or we will...
The Living Lands will never be free until we break the chain around our necks. Ludwine must die her final death.
She better say her goodbyes while she can.
I'm proud to fight at your side, Envoy. One last time.
Let's get to work then. We've got a walking corpse to bury.
The Paradis militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
Thank you for deserving it. Now, go and teach the Steel Garrote a lesson they will never forget.
Show them that the Living Lands will not be broken across Vodka's knee.
We will send reinforcements to help you let's just say this is not my first brush with a tyrannical authority, though. I pray it is my last. May all the gods of Eora and the Living Lands protect you.
Let's take back the city to...
Let's go.
Yeah. You promised on our first day of training.
因为后面我选择的守护城市，所以所有的人都来帮我了。
This shall be a bloody day.
You shouldn't be here. You're going to
药都不想吃，队友顶在前面那个药都不想吃。
Let's talk in camp.
休息去了，晚安。
晚安，拜拜。可以吃药了，有出现有名字的就大家来正面对决。排序完全不一样，类型。直接又给我吃一堆药。哇，一石头直接又。 这个有没有游侠索多尔吗？在哪里？我觉得没打很厉害的。
First At least we're taking some of the garrote with us.
这个游侠索多尔是在。
I thought you left. About time. I saw a few. I imagine they. Listen, one of. Take this key. It'll unlock the gate to the canal. You shouldn't find. I wish someone well.
Oh, yes.
We should go now, while the fighting's died down.
Can you not hear the screaming outside?
She's right. We can't go now. Then when? Should we wait till the garrote set us far alive?
Is someone? Aha! 他给我的什么水到前面啊？水到的时候在哪里？我也看不出来。真走。这个不了。
Plaza under control.
That'll teach you!
I was worried for a second.
这个是还是没办法。
You know how Adir feels about defectors. Watch yourself out there.
Wodeca demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
Let's pay Ludwig one final visit, shall we? Let's make sure she stays dead this time. All right, dearie.
Oh, 要吃一次，给攻上去。
There you are. So, did you come all this way just to try your... Good. The battle over the living land. Look around, envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He failed.
Her order.
Don't insult my intelligence or my commitment to the treaties can be burned. As for you, Sapadal's chains are broken. I don't know how deeply you've been... That's what they... Steel yourself up.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
All this time, I knew... Fair... There's no...
You won't...
One side! Your god of plague!
We are every seed in the soil. We will always grow.
Whoa! We your aid!
Even Wodeca.
Again! Wodeca! Help me! One last! Where are you? No! Don't abandon me now!
Wodeca's done with it! Get her now!
落币啦。这两个选择，一个是打他，一个投降。
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if we need.
She's done, but we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together. Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The dream scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. Thanks to you, the Living Lands has escaped Adiran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long. Fugitives no more. The rebels of Paradise return to their home and to other free settlements, bringing their skills and secrets wherever needed. For once, they have a future. The Oracle Sargamus emerges from the Temple of Aethys, unburdened by any purpose but for the one you gave him. He sets out across the living lands in search of the sick, lost and grieving, and he gives them the comfort of fellowship where he can. When his energy flags, he recalls the compassion you extended him, and he returns to his work with renewed devotion. His new labors cannot fill the hole left by his god's passing from the world, but they give him succor during the long hours of the night. He dies alone in the Deerwood, beloved of no one, but remembered by all he knew. He does not forget you. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of Fior Messiverno. Research yields new developments in the struggle against nature. Technology is shared among the united settlements. The Empire cannot get in the way of progress. For the people of Shatterscarp, independence is bittersweet. Those who cannot withstand the grief inflicted by Ringgrim's spell leave the settlements, vanishing into the wilderness. Those who remain find themselves forced to cooperate with others, often begrudgingly. With so many dead, the need to stave off hunger outweighs any distaste for certain trading partners. Solace Keep clings to its long-held isolation at first. But after mourning her friend Kostya, Mihala reluctantly deigns to open the doors of the fortress. Some dwarves greet newcomers with glee.
喜欢吃甜点。
Others still mutter darkly about outsiders. Mihala flounders in her earliest negotiations with the rest of the living lands, but slowly learns compromise. She develops a taste for Valian sweets. When Kai returns to Thirdborn, he's no longer running. He finds a town that's been diminished by struggle, conflict, and tragedy. He finds home. He helps repair Thirdborn's walls and train its defenders, carrying on Tama's legacy. And while his labors do not restore all that was lost, they build something new. With many of his anxieties and lifelong fears addressed, Marius now feels very differently than he did when he first met the envoy. Still far more comfortable in the wilds than among people, he nonetheless finds that his worries about the unknown were merely self-protection against the traumas of his childhood. Armed with this knowledge, he finds himself more capable of living in civilization, and far less fearful of his home in Galawain's tusks. While he never regains his former place as a warden of Solace, he spends his time traveling between Solace and Thirdborn, acting as a stubborn ambassador between the two. Giada continues to improve as an animancer. She dedicates her work to the spiritual health of the living lands, nurturing instead of exploiting. Others follow her example, seeking her tutelage from lands far and wide. In the years to come, rumors spread of a secret society gathering in the wilderness, where animancers work in harmony with nature. The dream of Fior Mes Iverno lives on in her. No longer under the threat of imminent death, Yatsley returns to the animancers. Reunited with her beloved Quilici, she helps him and the animancers as they put their lives together after the attack on Fior Mes Iverno. Eventually, she even has something nice to say to Vidaro. As the days pass in contentment and relative peace, Yatsley is struck by the persistent feeling that something is missing. Though she still devotes herself to her studies of both the arcane and the godless, the restlessness never goes away. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sapadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sapadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterscarp, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together, and in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. You see less of them, but they are never far from your thoughts. And on the rare occasion they return, they always bring you something beautiful and strange. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it.
这个看起
Because
来
everything
是不
is
能
about
顶
to change.
因为被 F 体自愿被砍头。对，这个应该是不能顶。哦，32，冲啊！32被管快，诶，所以他这样就没了，也没有彩蛋，都继续，他也没有周幕，也没有彩蛋，目前看起来是都没有。看一下独挡会多难用。德恩交手，不知道，如果是做德恩不见了，那后面这么出现错误哎，鼓掌之后越做德恩也没了，没出来啊，出来混蛋！所以他看起来完全没有二周目的，他这样完全没有2周目的东西。5档回去反而变成 bug。哦，上个厕所，马上回来。看起来确实是还不错的，中规中矩啊。那个后面的故事没有说很精彩，可是大致上还能了解他在讲什么。对他，我觉得他中间还是很多都是有点谜语的。这个我记得应该要可以了啊。今天现在已经19号了。可是他这个很小众的3G。看一下我空间有多少？100多，100，可以把删掉，装不了新，删掉。那你先，那没有很喜欢200，但比较多应该是宣誓、魔猎人跟 UD 吧，UD 占 按那个4。然后光。然后就玩这一代，我反正没玩过。它多大？22而已哦。好像3那么多游戏哦。这75嘛，宣誓蛮大，75。战锤35。看门狗，看门51。可是他自由军团也是不怎么样，不是很好玩。他觉得最好玩的是1代。你这20，现在19了嘛？明天呢？明天就可以玩这条条。他这一代才22.8而已。本来想要试他那个什么33人那个东西，可是那看起来应该要早上才开始。他这个他19嘛，现在19他还没开，大家早上。我记得这个27，这个可以慢一点，等资料打完再玩这个。这是好像什么之男的，他这个女主角的脸就是超级诡异，不敬之男吧？另外一个33，这个是什么 RPG 的？可以打 combo RPG。毁灭战士说再来就是滑板。接下来应该会比较期待这个吧？背景就比较像一生余生这种。哦，它这个是还是测试版？教你哦，人龙要下了，人龙岭要下了，人龙岭玩完了，不好意思。点忍者，哇，人龙下这么多，这种理由都还没玩完呢，太多了，玩不完了。明天下来试玩那个什么33人那个，后再来玩远哭，都后天再打这个教条。好了，今天先实况到这了，大家晚安了，拜拜。
ZZZ